So, I haven't done a video in a while, so I'm going to give everybody an update. Some of you guys already know, some of you guys don't already know, but I'm going to give you an update about my throat cancer. All right, so back in January, I can't remember the date, but I had my PET scan done to see if the radiation treatment and the chemo treatment worked. So after the PET scan was done, I had a I had an appointment with my radiation oncologist. So I go see my radiation oncologist, and of course I'm nervous because I don't know what to expect. So we're in there and we're talking, and about 5 minutes go by, and my doctor, she just doing small talk with me, asking me how I'm doing, how's my throat, yada, 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 whoop-de-whoop. And I'm in my head thinking, is she trying to tell me something that's bad news, and that's why she's doing all this small talk? And then the doctor, she catches herself. She's like, oh, you know what, Sergeant Campbell? You want to know your results, don't you? And I was like, just a little bit. Yeah, I want to know my results just a little bit. So she goes, I got some good news. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, the way she said that, she's going to profess that with some bad news too. So anyways, she goes, the good news is the mass that was on your left-hand side of your face is completely gone. And let me guys show you what I'm talking about. Oh, it's in the dark. You can't see that because the way it's lit up. So you know what? I'll probably insert this right here where I'm talking. So, not that you can see this, but on this little piece of paper right here, this big bright spot that you can't see was where the cancer was on the left-hand side. It's really, really big. Couldn't miss it. Over here, it's completely gone. So that means right now, I'm in remission. I'm cancer-free. However, she had a little issue with a little spot on the right-hand side, and she didn't know what that was. So she didn't want to call me cancer-free as of yet because she didn't know what this was. So they had to make an appointment to get me a needle aspiration on this side of my neck. So basically what a needle aspiration is, I guess you could say it's like a biopsy. But they take a needle like this effing long and they stick it in my neck. So at that appointment, it wasn't the regular doctor I had before that was going to do the surgery. That didn't happen. So anyways, they lidocaine me up, and before they can do that, they had to put another needle in my throat, my neck, excuse me, to lidocaine me up. He did that 3 or 4 times before they got really numb. So when the first doctor goes and pushes it in, I get to a certain point, I'm like, you know what? I can feel that. And the doc goes, okay, we'll get you some more. And they do another needle and put some more in. So anyways, I should back up just a little bit. So with a needle aspiration, you sign away this waiver or whatever. And part of it is that sometimes they might not get enough culture to get a sample. So after 3 tries, the first doctor that was there, he just couldn't get one. And then the regular doctor, Dr. Han, he came by and he sat down and he went in there, and I can feel the needle like digging and digging and digging. He's in there digging, and he finally got some culture out. And out of 4 times I did it, the 4th time worked. So anyways, so that was on like a Friday. So several days later is when I get the results of that scan. But before that, I tell you about the results of that scan. Dr. Han said, regardless of what the result of the scan was going to be, they still wanted me to get an MRI done. So my MRI is scheduled for the end of the month, on the 29th. So anyways, the scan comes back and it says it's negative for cancer. So your boy right now is technically cancer-free. I just got to wait on getting the MRI done. So I should give you some updates about how my throat, my taste, my sense of smell, and all that stuff. I don't really have a sense of smell for the most part. I do smell things, but it's not that strong. I get a whiff and then it goes away. The biggest thing is eating. So at the beginning of the treatment, like the 3rd week is when my taste and smell just went away. It was metallic and it was bland. So now it's no longer that way. My taste is really minute. So basically like this. Some of you guys know my favorite cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So basically what happens is like if I'm eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch, pick the cereal up. I have a spoon, put the cereal in my mouth, and I can, for a fraction of a second, I can taste the cinnamon, and then it's gone, and then I'm just crunching on whatever. That's what it is. So right now, what I go through, I put this on Facebook the other day. What I go through right now is when I go out to eat, and the server asks me how it is, I have to think to myself, do I tell them that I have no sense of taste? So I have no idea if the cook or the chef or whoever made the food if it's good or not, because I have no idea. I'm just using it for fuel at this point. I don't know. So I tell people, I go, well, I don't have a sense of taste. And they immediately think, oh, did you have COVID? And I'm like, no, I didn't have COVID. I had throat cancer. And they go, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, you don't have to apologize. It's okay, you know. So now that's basically what it is. I don't really have a sense of taste. But it's not like it's not there. It's just, it's off. So I was talking to my hermano Carlos the other day, and he was like, can you describe it? I said, you know what? I can describe it. I said, for those of you who've been stationed in Korea, it's like this. You go get you a suit made or a shirt made, whatever, you know, while you're in Korea. And those seamstress people, you know, they are awesome. You can only work with the quality of product you have. So if you have a really good quality product, you're not going to really get quality things. So anyways, I'm digressing. So what I mean by that is this. Get something made in Korea, you know, or you get something bought in Korea, you know, because it's made with cheap material. You put it on, you're like, oh, this looks nice. And then you put it on and it rips. And you're like, oh, yeah, they scrimped on that. So that's how my taste is that it looks nice. I know it's supposed to taste this way. And then once I put it in my mouth, it's off. That's all I can really describe it, is that it's off. I guess a better way to describe it is off-brand Coke. If you had off-brand Coke before and you had regular Coke, you know that it tastes different. You know, it's sort of the same, but it's not. So basically, that's what my taste is. So people always ask me if I'm going to get my taste back or I'm going to get my smell back. From what I've read, it can take from anywhere from a year to 2 years to get back. But basically, my doctor said anything I have after a year, that's what I'm going to have. So part of that issue, though, is my saliva function. It's a lot better than it used to be, and it's still getting better. But I still don't generate enough spit to swallow my food properly, you know, stuff like that. But hey, it's life. So what are some good positive things about me? What are some good positive things that have happened since I had my throat cancer? Well, one good thing is your boy's back in shape. He's lost a lot of weight. Like when I started this, I was already working out and trying to lose weight, and yada, 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 right? But I was probably at 220. Your boy weighs about 171 right now. The lowest I got was 165 during treatment, but I'm at about 171 right now. And part of that is I can't eat enough to get to, because my goal is to get to 185, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not because I don't want it to happen, but it takes a lot for me to eat now. So basically, I say I go to Chick-fil-A and I get a Chick-fil-A sandwich, fries, and a drink. I might eat 4 or 5 of the fries, and I might finish half the sandwich. Just can't do it. So I would have to do like weight gainer stuff, more shakes in order to try to get those calories back up. But the other thing it has done for me too is that my waist went from a 38 waist down to a 32. I haven't been a 32-inch waist in forever. I haven't been this light in like 24 years. It's been a long time. So I do have to buy a new wardrobe. So if you want to sponsor me for new clothes, that would be great. But anyways, I think that's about it. If I think of something else, I'll make another video. But as far as I know right now, I'm cancer-free. Once I get the MRI back, I'll let you know how that goes. But other than that, these guns. We'll see you later.